Hi, I'm Griffin Cataldo, and this report is coming to you from eastern Massachusetts, where the temperature is 66 degrees right now. We have a lot of clouds out there in the eastern part of the state, not as much clouds in the western part of the state. That's because we have an easterly breeze today, keeping the temps just a few degrees cooler in the eastern part of the state. But it also lifts up some of the warm air that's on the surface and causes some clouds out there. So that's why we do have some clouds as I'm talking right now. Pretty cloudy out there, but at least no rain right now. We do have a low pressure system that's going to be moving up towards our area, but high pressure looks like it's going to hang on long enough to suppress a lot of that moisture in the eastern and western part of the state. So I think most of the rain tonight is confined to the Cape, and that'll be mainly after around 10 or 11 p.m., likely even after that as well. And it'll rain throughout the day for tomorrow. I don't think we get much of a break if you're on the Cape and the islands until tomorrow evening or late tomorrow afternoon. But if you're in the eastern part of the state or the western part of the state, that low pressure system is moving to the east and eventually away from our area. So that's why I think that we will not have much rain to deal with at all in the eastern or western part of the state. If you're in western Mass, I'd say it's completely dry. If you're in eastern Mass, I can't rule out a few quick isolated showers out there, but based on what I'm seeing right now, I'm not seeing any indications that it would be very heavy rain at all. So most of the rain is on the Cape and the islands, and we do have a lot of clouds. I'd say this low pressure system will do a good job at bringing a lot of clouds into our area. So it's pretty cloudy through at least Friday and maybe even into Saturday, when we will finally start to get rid of that low pressure system and eventually open up to some sunshine. That'll be on Saturday. Otherwise, those clouds create pretty mild nights, so high temps in the 60s, relatively cool. And for the evening, it'll actually be pretty warm for our standards in the low 60s. So it's going to be a pretty mild night. You're not going to notice a whole lot of difference between the high and low temps, as we will have a lot of clouds limiting radiational cooling as we head into the evening. So that is a benefit. Friday, we have a weak cold front that comes through, and it will likely not do a good job at throwing any rain to our area just because how weak it is, but it'll likely increase the clouds as well. So Friday shapes up to be a pretty cloudy day. And one thing you'll notice too, once that cold front comes through, it gets pretty breezy with a strong high pressure system up to the north. That'll throw in a pretty strong breeze towards our low pressure system that'll be just off our coastline. And for the eastern part of the state, where it's a little warmer on Friday, we might actually be the warmest in the morning as the cold front then cools us off for the afternoon by just a few degrees, sitting at about 67 degrees for your high temp on Friday. That's my latest forecast right now. I'll be back with another update tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your day and stay dry today if you're on the Cape.